Hey guys, it's your girl Deanna from Femme Fatale Fit Club here today, and we are going to talk about why women should be building lean muscle, especially when you're over the age of 40. So all my femme fitties, where you at? Where you at? When you come in and join, leave your name, city or state that you're watching from. Well, you don't have to leave your name, but leave your city or state where you watch it from. I like to see where people are coming in from, and also send hearts and all kinds of interactions or reactions, so I know that you're interacting and that you're watching. Today, we are going to be talking about why women should build lean muscle and why it's so important. So I do have my notes, so I will be kind of looking at my notes when it's time for that. But I'm trying to give people a chance to come in. So hello, everybody. Please introduce yourself and where you're watching from. I am currently, hey, Illinois. I hope it's not too cold up there because it's kind of chilly down here in Maryland. They didn't cut us a break. Who else we got? We're going to have a good conversation today. Hey, Bridget. Hello. Hey, Southern California. Hey. Oh, yeah. The springtime is one of those times where you don't know if spring doesn't know whether it's coming or going. It was nice weather last week here in the 70s, and then yesterday started tripping again back in the 50s and 60s. So ladies, we are going to talk about the importance of women building lean muscle, especially when you're 40 and over. This is interactive, so this isn't just me talking to you. If you have questions, please drop them in comments, and I will do my best to respond. So why don't we get started? First and foremost, my name is Deanna Harris. I am a health coach and personal trainer. I have been a trainer since 2016, so that's about 8 years. Been a trainer about 8 years now. I've had people in person. I've trained people remotely, virtually, and I've trained them virtually within the contiguous United States and virtually outside of the contiguous United States. So, seen a lot of success. I run a lot of fitness challenges and all of that good stuff. So I am here to talk to you all today about why you want to build lean muscle and the benefits of it, especially, which might seem counterproductive or counterintuitive, especially if you're trying to lose weight. Building lean muscle is very important, especially if you have that desire and goal. So let's get started. So when you think of building muscle, what do you think of? What are the first things or images that come to mind? Do you think about, bodybuilders? Do you think about bulkiness? Or do you think about, having sleek toned arms? What comes to mind when you hear people say building muscle or building lean muscle? What comes to mind? You could just drop a comment because I want this to be interactive. So when you hear build lean muscle, what do you think of? Okay, well, I'll tell you what I think of. Toning, yes. So the word toning and build muscle and lifting weights, those are pretty much all synonymous. It's all a marketing thing. Women tend to not like the word building, the terminology building muscle. Because for many, you think about bulking. But so they use the word toning because that seems to be more amenable to women when we're talking about the same exact thing. But yeah, you think about toning, you think about body weightlifting, things like that, and that's what it is. Like I said, toning is a more moderate term that is used in the industry. It's no different than weightlift or a muscle building, but it's just women tend to like that term better than some of the other common terms that men tend to use. But what is lean muscle? Lean muscle is that smooth muscle that is attached to your skeleton or to your bones that without fat. So it is the lean muscle with no fat on it. And the more of it that you have, ladies, there's a lot of benefits to carrying around and walking around with more muscle. So when we think about, a lot of times I get people to say they more so than fat loss, they want weight loss. And that's fine. Excuse me. Sometimes people need that because their doctors say, hey, you need to lose this amount of weight. But body composition is very important, and muscle and how much muscle you carry is very important when it comes to that. So even though you want to lose weight, if you can, maybe go get an in-body scan or something at the gym to find out exactly what percentage of your body is muscle, what percentage is fat, and what percentage is water. And then start from there on how you want to adjust your routine in order to meet whatever your goal is. But one of the main reasons one of the main benefits you want to build lean muscle is the obvious reason. It makes you stronger, right? When you continue to build muscle by lifting weights, and that's with resistance training, you got to lift weights to build muscle. Then your body adapts and you become stronger, and it becomes easier to push those weights. So then you're now able to go to the next level and lift even heavier weights. Your body adapts, it gets stronger, and then you're able to go to the next level. So before you know it, you're pushing a lot of weight, way more than what you started off with in a fairly short amount of time if you're consistent. Now, what I see typically at the gym and with some of my clients, they want to start with very, very light weights. And I tend to push it back against that because you need to challenge yourself. If you want a real change, you've got to start being uncomfortable to a point. Not to the point that you injure yourself or hurt yourself, but you do need to push yourself. So I recently read a study where it said that for most women, when you start lifting, you should be lifting at least 80% of your one rep max. What that means is if you can, I'm just making it up, chest press 100 pounds, then your starting weight for chest presses should be 80 pounds. Okay. But what I normally see, and the study said that most women go for 66% of their one rep max. I don't even think it's that high. I think women go for 50% or less of their one rep max. So what I mean by that is if your one rep max is a 15-pound dumbbell, I see a lot of women in the gym only pushing 5-pound weights. That is not going to do much. Unless, of course, you're coming back from an injury and you're recovering from an injury, or you're just starting, like you've been sedentary and you haven't done anything for months or years or ever. Okay? But if you have been moderately active, you want to start at I won't say much heavier weight, but 5 pounds is not enough. Your purse weighs more than 5 pounds. I'm willing to bet if you put your purse on the scale, it will say it weighs more than 5 pounds. So if you are able to push your purse and carry your purse around, your starting weight should at least be the weight of your purse. Okay? That is one quick, easy way to figure out where should I start? How heavy is your purse? There you go. But the benefit of it is you'll get stronger. And at one point, if your purse felt heavy at one time, I'm sure now it doesn't feel heavy because you got used to pushing the weight. Okay? So that's one good benefit. You get stronger. So you can lift children easier. You can carry in more bags from groceries. You're just stronger. Okay. The other main reason, and I mentioned it briefly earlier, your muscle attaches to your bone. And so when you improve your muscle mass, you actually improve your bone density. Because what do you hear about with seniors? Seniors tend to lose balance. They tend to fall. And when they fall, they tend to break a bone. That is partially because they've lost muscle. The bones become less dense. The bones become more fragile. So when they fall, no matter how hard they hit, they shatter a knee, shatter a hip. And sometimes for some seniors, unfortunately, that they don't recover from it. You don't want that. You want to age gracefully. So build lean muscle. It will make your bones stronger. Therefore, if you happen to trip or have you, the likelihood of you breaking something decreases because your bones are still strong. And that's important. Next up, muscle improves your posture. So you're not weak and slouching with, minimal muscle and more body fat. It helps you, it helps improve your posture. And who doesn't want that? Shoulders back, head up. Based on the fact that, and I've talked to some, um, um, not ophthalmologists, but, those that work with your posture and things like that. Many of them have said that they expect our kids and the future generation to have posture issues. Why? Because they're all orthopedic, because they're all looking forward, leaning forward, constantly looking at their phones or looking at social media or a device. And that's going to affect their posture going forward. One orthopedist tried to suggest, when you look at your phone, look at it up here like this. And I'm like, that doesn't really work. Right? So, but build strong bones or build lean muscle. It will help your posture, ladies. It helps with your spine, helps with help decrease slouching, all that good stuff. Love it, love it, love it. Another reason to build lean muscle, confidence. There are some older ladies on Instagram. I'm telling you, there's one young lady, Judith. I can't remember her last name, Judith Annie or Annie Judith. She's in her 80s. And when I tell you, this woman is so confident, she's always jumping rope. She's very active. She's always showing her midsection because she's confident. Miss Ernestine Shepherd, she is like the world's oldest female bodybuilder. She's in her 80s. She always showing her midsection. She has a body better than 20-year-olds. She looks great, and she's always showing it off. There's another young lady, I think she's in the UK, Melissa Neal. She's in her 50s, mid to late 50s, always showing her midsection because she's confident, because she looked good. When you go out with a nice toned body, nice shoulders, nice arms, nice triceps, no extra jiggle, your back look nice, your waist is tight, your legs, your hamstrings in particular look nice and toned. Yeah, that's going to have you strutting a little bit. That's going to have you feeling yourself a little bit. So that's another benefit of building lean muscle. You will have boatloads of confidence. Last but not least, you can build your own curves when you build muscle. Okay? When you build lean muscle mass, you can help define and target what you want to develop. If you want to develop your back so that it looks nice in a strapless top, then target those muscles and lift heavy. If you want nice sleek arms and you want that shoulder and tricep to pop and your biceps to be like ooh ooh ooh, lift lean muscle. Do the appropriate exercises that targets those muscles, plus complex exercises that will help you build those areas. While you cannot spot train fat, you can spot train and build and develop muscle. So as long as your weights are a challenging weight where it starts getting real heavy around, between 8 to 12 reps, you are on the money. You should feel exhausted and burned out after lifting weights because it is meant for you to fail. That is when the magic happens. That is when you are pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone. That is when over time, with proper nutrition, always, you will build a beautiful body with muscles that are lean, that actually won't have you looking bulky, but possibly having you going down a few dress sizes, because muscle takes up less space than fat. Okay? That's why they say, if you're fluffy, that's because of fat, whatever, because fat takes up more space than muscle. So even if your weight scale doesn't go down, your body, your dress size and pant size more than likely will, because muscle is more dense. Therefore, it doesn't take up as much space. You have less fat because you have less fat walking around, because muscle at rest needs more energy than fat at rest, if that makes sense. That means your body is still burning calories when you're walking around with more lean muscle on your body. Therefore, it's burning fat, even when you're not working out, which is why, especially if you're over 40, we say prioritize strength training over cardio. Cardio is fine. Cardio is good. Strength training should be priority, because we women at this age don't need as much cardio as we may have thought we needed before. And let's be real. Some of us are just cardio queens and are just addicted to it, which is fine. But some of that can cause you to not get in the best shape of your career or of your life, because when you're taxing your body with extensive cardio in particular, you are producing cortisol. Cortisol is a stress hormone that is a fight or flight hormone that when it doesn't have anywhere to go, it stores fat right in your midsection. And that I know is what many of us are battling with. So no more than 20 minutes of cardio, period. Make it intervals. So 30 seconds hard, 2-minute recovery, go back and forth like that for the full 20 minutes. That should be more than enough to top off your strength training program. And if you are in need of a custom strength training program, put me in comments. I will reach out to you and we can get started and discuss some options. I am more than happy to help you. I've been happy to help hundreds of other ladies, and I'm just getting started. So if this live was helpful for you, I plan to do these every week. Please send some hearts so I know that you're there and that you enjoyed it. I will continue to try to produce more of these on topics that mean something for all of you. So that is the presentation. If there are any questions, I'll stay on a few minutes to answer any that you may have. Thank you for the hearts. Are there any questions out there? Thank you for the hearts. Any questions on anything that I provided? It could be about, the topic. So how much weight should you use? What kind of exercises? Anything. Just let me know. What are you curious about? Okay, everybody. Well, if there are no questions, we will talk soon. Until next week, talk to you later. Bye.